by.
Loading. Loading complete.
30.
29. 28.
27.
26.
25. 24.
20.
22.
21. 20. 19. 18.
17.
16. 15. 14. 13.
12.
11. 10.
9. 8. 7. 6. 5.
4.
2.
1. Now for what you've all been waiting for.
I'm sorry, Dave. I'm afraid I can't do that.
Good morning, good day, good evening, good night, good wherever it happens to be where you are. And hello to everybody who watches this in the future. Well, I don't see anyone in the chat just yet. But I guess we'll just get right into the song. Every morning, every evening, ain't we got fun? Not much money, oh, but honey, ain't we got fun? The rent's unpaid, dear, we having a bus. Smiles were made, dear, for people like us. In the winter, in the summer, don't we have fun? Times are bombing, getting bummer, still we have fun. There's nothing sure, the rich get rich and the poor get poor. In the meantime, in between time, ain't we got fun? Tax collectors getting closer, still we have fun. Tools and cares, dear, come in pairs, dear, don't we have fun? We've only started, no, we're not downhearted. When I'm laid off, I'll be paid off, ain't we got fun? Landlord's mad and getting madder, ain't we got fun? Times are bad and getting badder, still we have fun. There's nothing sure, the rich get rich and the poor get poor. In the meantime, in between time, ain't we got fun? Ain't we got fun? Well, I hope we have fun tonight. But I am dealing with a bit of a serious topic, I suppose. And that is, of course, PTSD, particularly when it comes to veterans. Here's some people in the chat. Hello, peoples in the chat. Hello, Susan. Hello, my unfinished journey. Glad to have you here. Yes, as I was saying, this is a somewhat serious topic tonight, but we can still have fun. So, tonight we'll be covering PTSD awareness, seeing as one of the things that this month marks is PTSD Awareness Month. And of course, we also have made recently a Veterans Month for this as well, so why not combine the two? Now, as you see on the screen here, we have the National Mental Health Hotline, 1-866-903-3787. You can call that line if you have symptoms of PTSD. You get help and resources to help with that. And if you happen to be a veteran, and you can call the suicide hotline and dial 988 and then press 1. And that'll help get you to the Veterans Crisis Line. So please, if you happen to be in those kind of situations, do call. I have put the numbers in the description below here, along with the requests for songs if you want to hear any. Oh, hello. I'll try and remember to put this back up on the screen after we're done. And, of course, Molly had to join me for the start of the show, too. So we had to show Molly. We get into a song. Oh, just about Drunken Sailor. Give me ragtime. Alright, in my regards to Broadway. Alright. Let's see here. Helps if I click on the right spot. There we are. Have you ever seen two Yankees part upon a foreign shore? When the good ship's just about to start for old New York once more. With tear-dimmed eyes, they say goodbye. They're friends, without a doubt. When the man on the pier shouts, "Let them clear," as the ship strikes out. Give my regards to Broadway. Remember me to Herald Square. Tell all the gang at 42nd Street that I will soon be there. Whisper of how I'm yearning to mingle with the old time throng. Give my regard to Broadway and say that I'll be there ere long. Say hello to dear old Coney Island if there you chance to be. When you're at the wardrobe, have a smile and charge it up to me. Mention my name every place you go, as around the town you roam. We should call on my gal. Now remember, old pal, when you get back home, give my regards to Broadway. Remember me to Herald Square. Tell all the gang at 42nd Street that I will soon be there. Whisper of how I'm yearning to mingle with the old time throng. Give my regards to Broadway and say that I'll be there ere long. And of course, we had to get the standard request from My Unfinished Journey. Freebird! Alright, we can get the dramatic reading of Freebird. If I ever leave here tomorrow, would you still remember me? For I must be traveling on now, 'cause there's time in many places I've got to see. But if I stay here with you, girl, things just couldn't be the same. So I'm free as a bird now, and this bird you cannot change. Oh, 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 and this bird you cannot change. And this bird you cannot change. Lord knows I can't change. Bye bye, baby. It's been sweet love, yeah, yeah. Though this feeling I can't change. But please, don't take it so badly, 'cause Lord knows I'm to blame. If I stay here with you, girl, things just couldn't be the same. 'Cause I'm free as a bird now, and this bird you cannot change. Oh, 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 oh! And this bird you cannot change. And this bird you cannot change. Lord knows I can't change. Lord help me, I can't change. Lord, I can't change. Won't you fly high, free bird? Yeah. There's your free bird. Alright. Well, we have to give a special thank you to Save the Grid for inadvertently saving half the show tonight. Because I really was not prepared, fully prepared for this show tonight. I have been dealing with other things this week, and it made it very difficult for me to get everything done for this show. Also, a little of an announcement. I'll try and remember to get this at the end of the show as well. Well, I'm not planning on doing a show next week because I want to do some planning, and I'll be making some changes and working on a few things on the channel this next week. And these shows do take quite a lot of time to put together. So I want to use that extra time to just kind of put a few things together for the channel. Hopefully, if everything turns out right, I'll just give you an extra video to make up for it. So there's that. And again, thank you to Theta of the Grid for saving half the show. But to move on here, first topic is a bit of a ranty topic here. And that is the new Black Panther, though he's more of a white guy. Marvel's new Black Panther is white, explained. Yeah, they didn't really explain it very well. At any rate, as you will know by now, and as shown in the Black Panther Wakanda Forever back in 2022, King T'Challa, played by the late Chadwick Boseman, awesome guy, awesome portrayal of Black Panther, has passed away, leaving the vibranium-filled country without a real leader. Well, at least in the movies, and I really hope they're not going to bring this character into the movies. And while we saw his sister, Shuri, he took up the mantle to fend off the land from Namor. Or should I say that, as they said in the movie, Namor. And his fighter, is the future of T'Challa's legacy. He was still left up in the air. However, if you'll remember from one of the post-credit scenes, and he and his lover, Nikita, did give birth to a son together. Toussaint, and though he was way too young to take over his father's former kingdom. As a result, ultimately, fans were left wondering just how the next Black Panther would be, or who the Black Panther would be. Shuri, neighboring tribe General Mabaku, and adult Toussaint, or someone else altogether. Well, it appears we finally got our answer. Just not in the way or where we expected. See, Wakanda's new Black Panther isn't any of the aforementioned people. It's in fact a white boy named Katama, who just so who happens to be T'Challa's his other son. Yeah, well, not so much. But it's a little complicated. Let's break it down. Okay, so first things first. According to comicbooks.com, this timeline exists before the Elder T'Challa dies and comes from the latest 6-issue limited series comic book, like Marvel Knights: The World to Come. Katema is apparently T'Challa's son, but not through blood. There's a big but there. I mean, we're talking Kim Kardashian in butt here. Or at least that's what readers can infer from the comic. His mother is presumably Monica Lynn. Okay, that doesn't really help matters any. Because that's Monica Lynn. So, black woman. Not by blood, apparently, for a black guy. So, black woman, black guy. So, okay, we're not there yet. An earlier love interest is from T'Challa, but she's a black woman. However, before her entering into a relationship with the King of Wakanda, she parted ways with her ex-love, who just so happens to be a white man, and was pregnant at some point while she was with T'Challa. Yeah. That doesn't make this kid T'Challa's son, especially considering they never got married and they parted ways. They did be engaged at one point, but still not T'Challa's son. The king and eventually he crossed paths during a tribal challenge as the latter tries to take the throne. Exactly how does this kid have any right to the throne? Uh, it's there that the white boy, as he crossed it out, reveals that he was raised by the clerics of Wakanda and displays some sort of ill feeling toward T'Challa for reasons. Okay, so he was raised by Wakandan clerics, and he's not actually a citizen of Wakanda. He was just raised by Wakandan clerics. He's not actually T'Challa's son, and by blood, and or through marriage, considering the two never got married. The Wakandans should tell this kid to piss off. So, we're unsure exactly how the two are estranged, father and son, and this does add an interesting layer to the story. No, it doesn't. This is garbage, and begs the question of whether or not this hella alternate storyline and will be explored in the upcoming third iteration of the Black Panther film franchise. Well, Disney, if you want to have your franchise go down the drain even further, there you have it. Oh, and if you're wondering, this is what the kid looks like. This is about as much garbage as when they tried to replace his Iron Man with a black girl, well, Thor with a woman, and tried to make Captain America into a Yahtzee. Stop doing this crap at Marvel. There's a reason why we have these long-standing characters. And yes, you can play around with the formula, occasionally having somebody take over the man until temporarily, but you always do have to resort back to the original. I'm looking at you X23, which you're a good character. Falcon, you're a good character too. Be those characters instead of trying to be someone else's character. Alright. Enough of that rant. I think I needed a drink after that one. Ran out and got myself some Tullamore Dew honey just before the show. So, let's get on to another song. All right. Oh, the merry-go-round broke down, and we went round and round. Each time we'd miss, we'd steal a kiss, and the merry-go-round went ba-ba, ba-ba, ba 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 ba. Oh, the merry-go-round broke down, and it made the darndest sound. The lights went low, and we went oh, and the merry-go-round went ba-ba, ba-ba, ba 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 ba. Oh, what fun! A wonderful time. Finding love for only a dime. Oh, the merry-go-round broke down, but you don't see me frown. Things turned out fine now, she's mine, 'cause the merry-go-round went ba-ba, ba-ba, ba 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 ba. Oh, the merry-go-round broke down. Might as well just do one more song. Blue skies, huh? Alright. I was blue, just as blue as I could be. Every day was a cloudy day for me. Then good luck came a knocking at my door. Skies were gray, but they're not gray anymore. Blue skies smiling at me. Nothing but blue skies do I see. Bluebirds singing a song. Nothing but bluebirds all day long. Never saw the sun shining so bright. Never saw things going so right. Noticing the days hurrying by. When you're in love, my how they fly. Blue days, all of them gone. Nothing but blue skies from now on. I should care if the wind blows east or west. I should fret if the worst looks the best. I should mind if they say it can't be true. I should smile. That's exactly what I'll do. Blue days, all of them gone. Nothing but blue skies from now on. Alright, blue skies. Now, of course, we have to move on to a little bit of sad news. And what to know about the fatal shooting of King of the Hill co-star Jonathan Joss. His co-star hers pay a tribute. There's the man himself. While it remains unclear what prompted the fatal shooting of Jonathan Joss, a Native American voice actor, best known for his work as the animated television series King of the Hill. Well, police say that looking into whether his sexual orientation played a role in his death. Yeah, there are some thinking it may be a hate crime there. Josh, there's his husband, and his claim he and the person who killed when the actor yelled violent and homophobic slurs before opening fire. Well, that's a pretty good indicator, I'd say. Initially, in San Antonio, police said they found no evidence whatsoever to indicate that Mr. Joss's murder was related to his sexual orientation. But on the Thursday, San Antonio Police Chief William McManus walked back that statement, saying he had been made prematurely, and it had been said prematurely, and whether Joss's sexual orientation played a role in the shooting is part of the investigation. Since Joss's killing, friends actor Joss worked with and fans have honored the actor's memory with tributes and found remembrances. Here's what to know about Joss's career in his shooting. Joss, 59, grew up in San Antonio and graduated from the Communications of Theater program at Our Lady of the Lakes University in 1990. Joss was best known as the voice of John Redcorn, a Native American character on the popular King of the Hill animated series, which ran from 13 seasons from 1997 to 2008. A reboot of the show, which Joss had already worked on, is set to start in August. I wonder if they're going to address this in the show at some point. Joss also had a recurring role and television show Parks and Recreation, playing Chief Ken Hotate. He appears in 2 episodes of the series Tulsa King in 2022. What was happening with Joss in the months before his death? Joss's childhood at home, where he still lived, burned down in January. He lost all his belongings. His 3 dogs were killed in the blaze. Well, this is a downer. A GoFundMe account had been set up to help Joss and his husband, Tristan and Kern and Gonzalez, get back on their feet. We may have lost our home, but not our hope. We're moving forward with love, honor, and a little elbow grease. We're incredibly grateful for every ounce of support. Joss said on a May 13th Facebook post in which he indicated that he was in Los Angeles looking for a new home. By the end of May, Joss was back in Texas, and on Saturday, he took part in a live music performance in Austin, located about 80 miles northeast of San Antonio. Who was accused of fatally shooting Joss? Sigfrido Sanchez Elzarez, 56, is accused by police of confronting Joss and his husband, and as they were checking their mail at the burned down home Sunday night. I'm not sure if I pronounced that guy's name right. In a statement by Gonzalez, this is alleged that when opened fire, Josh pushed his husband out of the way and saved his life. Alzarez was charged with murder. He is free on $200,000 bond. It seems a little low for murder. Alzarez's attorney, Alfonso Montero, asked the public to withhold judgment in the case until all the evidence is reviewed by prosecutors. Mr. Sigfrido Sanchez Alzarez is maintained his innocent and categorically he denies any accusations and statements made against him by individuals in the media. We have confidence and trust that the judicial process will be fair to all parties involved and request everyone to respect such as his family, his rights to privacy, and his constitutional right to a fair trial. I do agree that we do need to respect the rights of a fair trial, and yeah, we should not be bringing his family into this, even if he is guilty. Montero said in a statement and released late Friday. Bexar County District Attorney Joe Gonzalez said that it was premature to decide if Joss's shooting was a hate crime, which under Texas law would be handled if there is a conviction as an enhancement during sentencing and not as a separate charge. Okay. We'll certainly keep our opinion options open, and when the case is filed with us, and so I'm not closing the door on the possibility of alleged hate crime as an enhancement in this case. Gonzalez said during a news conference on Thursday. Robert Rayo, a friend of Joss's, told the TV station KSAT that Joss and Sue also were neighbors, and the two had argued for years. McManus said police had been called to Joss's house home in his neighborhood about 70 times over the past 2 years related to neighborhood type disturbances, and that sometimes Joss has made those calls, and that other time his neighbor has had called to report Joss. How is Joss being remembered by friends and actors? Actor Chris Pratt, who worked with Joss, different Chris Pratt, I believe, not the one that we know from Marvel, on Parks and Recreation, and fondly remembered the actor Instagram story on Monday. Both actors had also appeared in the 2016 remake of the Magnificent Seven. Damn, R.I.P. Jonathan. He's such a kind dude, Pratt wrote. Sad to see. Prayers up. Hug your loved ones. Well, with that said, if you happen to have any loved ones nearby, give them a hug. In a Facebook post, San Antonio Bay Star Lady of the Lake University, Joss's alma mater, called him a trailblazer in his field. His work and advocacy have left a lasting impact, and his legacy he will continue to inspire. His voice will be missed at King of the Hill. We extend our deepest condolences to Joss's friends and family. The show's creators and producers, Mike Judge, Greg Daniels, and Saladin Patterson, said in a statement on the animated series Instagram page. Oh. Yes. No, I'm pretty sure it's not the same Chris Pratt as Marvel stuff. The price is for Rebirth was more costly than you know, though. Apparently, it has. She's 200,000 per murder charge. That doesn't seem right. But we have to. But for an honor to who are fallen, the parting glass. Of all the money that I had, I spent it in good company. And all the harm I've ever done, alas, it was to none but me. And all I've done for want of wit, to memory now I can't recall. So fill to me the parting glass. Good night and joy be to you all. So fill to me the parting glass, and drink a health whate'er befall, and gently rise and softly call. Good night and joy be to you all. Of all the comrades that e'er I had, they're sorry for my going away. And all the sweethearts that e'er I had, they'd wish me one more day to stay. But since it fell unto my lot that I should rise and you should not, I gently rise and softly call. Good night and joy be to you all. So fill to me the parting glass, and drink a health whate'er befall, and gently rise and softly call. Good night and joy be to you all. But since it has so ought to be, by a time to rise and a time to fall, come fill to me the parting glass. Good night and joy be to you all. Good night and joy be to you all. Oh. Yeah. Well, let's get to one more song. Let's see if we can get something brighten the mood up, huh? Did I do? Did I do? Do you do? You. You do. Usually sung by a woman, but hey, I can put my own spin on it. I was oh so blue till you came along, just to make my life a wonderful song. You brought sunshine just to brighten my loneliness. Is it any wonder in my happiness? I confess. Do I want you? Oh my, do I? Honey, did I do? Do I need you? Oh my, do I? Honey, did I do? I'm glad that I'm the one who found you. That's why I'm always hanging around you. Do I love you? Oh my, do I? Honey, did I do? There are lots of others that I have met. Those you meet today, tomorrow forget. You're the only one who ever could stand the test. That's the reason why I choose you from the rest. You're the best. Do I want you? Oh my, do I? Honey, did I do? Do I need you? Oh my, do I? Honey, did I do? Where are we at here? Well, maybe it is the same one. Let's see. Well, we get into the actual topic for tonight, huh? Yeah. Okay. So, our first topic of the day, Frank Castle, known as the Punisher, was created by Gary Conway, John Romita Sr., and Ross Alessandro, and first appeared in The Amazing Spider-Man in number 129 in 1974. Inspired by The Executioner, a monthly men's action-adventure paperback series following the exploits of the character Mac McBolan in his war against organized crime and international terrorism. The Punisher's creation in the 1970s coincided with a period when America was grappling with the aftermath of the Vietnam War. America faced a crisis of veteran and reintegration, with many grappling with the psychological scars that was initially misunderstood as shell shock, a term coined in World War I to describe symptoms akin to what we now recognize as combat stress reaction and post-traumatic stress disorder. As diagnostic understanding evolved, shell shock gave way to CSR in World War II, and by the Vietnam era, PTSD emerged as a distinct diagnosis. The Netflix series, created by Stephen Lightfoot, consulted and hired real veterans to portray PTSD authentically. Some have considered the Punisher Netflix series to be the best portrayal of PTSD on screen. In the pages of Marvel Comics, Frank Castle was born in Queens, New York, and joined in the Marines, becoming a Vietnam War veteran. Later retconned to be a veteran of the Iraq War. He received the nickname Punisher in his military service. In his home life, he married a woman named Maria and had 2 children. While on leave, he and his family witnessed a mob hit. To keep them silent, the mob attempted to have him and his family murdered. Frank lost his family in the attempt, sending him on a mission of vengeance. Taking justice into his own hands, he decided that all criminals were indirectly responsible for his loss. This turned him into the vigilante known as the Punisher. He wasn't born with PTSD. Wimp. Yeah, I know. There you have the Punisher. His backstory. Not exactly considered to be the easiest character to write for, or honestly, because it really kind of feels like there's only so much you can do with the character at times, and they've tried to do some pretty off the wall things with him in the past, which have not yet worked. And I'm kind of glad they decided to revert back to his original Punisher logo instead of the newer one that they tried to do, because it's an awesome looking logo, regardless how people may abuse it. I do appreciate the core concept of Frank and Castle, though. Yeah, he definitely does have a good core concept to him, doesn't he? Excuse me. That's basically what I have on Frank Castle, aka the Punisher. There is a Punisher bootleg out on YouTube that's pretty interesting. Let's see here. Yeah, Punisher Dirty Laundry is called. It's a bootleg universe. So that's something to check out when you have the chance. Yeah, the monkey, he's running the modern editions, like a better depth of understanding in it, I'm afraid. Yeah, it seems to be the case with a lot of the Marvel characters. As I mentioned in last week, at least I believe it was last week, that for most of the writing staff at Marvel nowadays, it's more of just a paycheck and a stepping stone to something else nowadays, rather than love for the material, which it's really showing in the output. Yeah, it's sort of it is a pen project, but the guy actually seemed to have connections with real actors. They also did a really good Power Rangers bootleg too, with some no some faces that you may recognize. Not that I'm aware of. Eh, nope, not White Castle either. Though they did try to make Frank Castle Black at one point. Yeah, that was a weird episode. That was a weird time of the Punisher's his run. Let's get into another song here. Ginny with light brown hair. All right. I dream of Jeannie with the light brown hair, born like a vapor on the summer air. I see her tripping where the bright stream play, happy as the daisies that dance on her way. Many were the wild notes her merry voice would pour, many were the blithe birds that warbled them o'er. Oh, I dream of Jeannie with the light brown hair, floating like a vapor on the soft summer air. I long for Jeannie with the day dawn smile, radiant in gladness, warm with winning guile. I hear her melodies like joys gone by, singing in my heart, oh, the fond hopes that die. Singing like the night wind, sobbing like the rain, wailing for the lost one that comes not again. Oh, I long for Jeannie, and my heart bows low, never more to find her where the bright waters flow. I sigh for Jeannie, but her light form strayed far from the fond hearts around her native glade. Her smiles have vanished, her sweet songs flown, flitting like the dreams that have cheered us and gone. Now the nodding wildflowers may wither on the shore, while her gentle fingers will call them no more. Oh, I sigh for Jeannie with the light brown hair, floating like a vapor on the soft summer air. Here we are. Cheers to you. Let's see what other song we can get. Oh, my baby. Finally, something to bring the mood up. Now bring it right back down again. I've got a little baby, she's out of sight. I talk to her across the telephone. I'm seeing my honey, but she's mine, alright. So take my tip and leave this gal alone. Every single morning you could hear me yell, "Hey Central, fix me up across the line." He connects me with my honey, then I ring the bell. and this is what I say to baby mine. Hello, my baby, hello, my honey, hello, my ragtime gal. Send me a kiss by wire, baby, my heart's on fire. If you refuse me, honey, lose me, then you'll be left alone. Oh, baby, telephone and tell me I'm your own. Hello, hello, baby. Hello, I guess you can't hear me. The wires must be crossed somewhere. Hello, hello, I said hello this morning through the phone. She said her name's Bess. Now I kind of know where I am at. I'm satisfied 'cause I got my bait address. You're pasted in the lining of my hat. I'm mighty scared if the wires get crossed and separate me from my baby mine. Then some other fool will win her, and the game is lost. So each day I shout across the line. Hello, my baby. Hello, my honey. Hello, my ragtime gal. Send me a kiss by wire. Baby, my heart's on fire. If you refuse me, honey, you lose me, then you'll be left alone. Oh, baby, telephone and tell me I'm your own. Come on, baby. Yes, the frog song. Keep the passion for singing burning bright. Now, for our next topic is actually kind of a first for me. Now, the thing about this is I would normally have a bunch of slide. Okay. Hold on, I got the wrong window opened here. There we are. I normally have a bunch of slides for the movie trivia segment, but like I said, I was pretty busy with stuff, so I going to have to stick with just one image and me going over stuff here. But yeah, this is I watched over First Blood and really all the Rambo movies in preparation for tonight, and this was my first time actually watching any of the Rambo movies. The blind spot in the '80s, he's movie watching. After watching all the Rambo movies, the first surprised me. Well, the second set much of Rambo's iconic imagery, I actually preferred the first. The second and all the following Rambo movies, more or less, leaned into the action aspect of the movie, but lacked the emotional depth of the first. Rambo: Last Blood, the one that was made most recently here, does touch on his PTSD again, and has a bit of a bitter ending. I won't say too much because it's a fairly recent movie. Maybe not everybody's seen it. For me, the strongest parts of First Blood were the scenes where Rambo struggles with his PTSD. The scenes in the police station, in where he has flashbacks to the war, and the scene at the end where he talks about how he was covered in his friend after watching him get blown up. Those were the most impactful scenes for me in the first movie. Uh, the movie First Blood is based on a novel of the same name by David Morrell. The novel was influenced by the experiences of Morrell's students, who were Vietnam veterans. The character Rambo was named after Rambo apples, and one of the inspirations was World War II hero Audie Murphy, with a focus on his PTSD. They changed a number of things from the novel, such as making Rambo more of a victim of circumstance and less of a cold-blooded killer. They also removed Tiesel's motive of being resentful toward Rambo because he was a Korean war veteran, and Rambo doesn't die at the end. Uh, Many of the extras who appeared throughout the film were local townsfolk, who were recently left unemployed when a nearby mill had ceased operations. They were more than happy to have the cast and crew of the film there to provide them with work opportunities. I imagine so. And honestly, I think hiring locals is just a good business practice all around for any movie to do. You know, use local catering services, local people like this. It's just good business practice, and hey, it makes things for good PR. Uh, Sylvester Stallone accidentally broke the nose of Valve Humphreys, Lester, during the jail escape. He's seen by elbowing him in the face, which is why he is seen wearing a band-aid throughout the rest of the film. Coincidentally, this is what Rambo does is to a policeman in the novel during the exact same scene. Rambo's trademark combat knife was a custom designed and by the late Arkansas knife maker Jimmy E. Lyle. The movie he popularized knockoff hollow-handled survival knives is with compasses in the pommel, which I actually own one at some place. Not a very practical knife, really, but it's a nice little knife overall, anyway. After watching a rough cut of the film, which was about 3 hours long, Sylvester Stallone and his agent claimed that the film was so bad that it made them sick. Stallone also feared that the film would kill his career, and he attempted to buy all the footage and destroy it. When he couldn't do that, he suggested that the producers cut much of his part and let the rest of the characters tell the story. After heavy edits, the film was cut down into 93 minutes, setting a precedent for action movies. It turned out to be Sylvester Stallone's first non-Rocky movie that did bomb, grossing 47 million domestically and 125 million worldwide on a budget of 15 million. For the time, that's pretty good. David Morrell, the author, stated that he prefers the film over his novel. And that's what I have on First Blood. You vaguely remember the story, huh? It is kind of an old movie at this point. But yeah, I would recommend at least watching the first two movies before jumping into Rambo Last Blood. I mean, you can probably watch Rambo Last Blood on its own, but I think you'll have a better experience if you were to at least watch the first two movies. So let's get to another song. Remember, if you want to make any requests for songs, instead of relying on the wheel to randomly select something, I think I have the list in the description. Beautiful Dreamer. Beautiful dreamer, wake unto me. Starlight and dewdrops are waiting for thee. Sounds of the rude world heard in the day, lulled by the moonlight, have all passed away. Beautiful dreamer, queen of my song, List while I woo thee with soft melody. Gone are the cares of life's busy throng. Beautiful dreamer, awake unto me. Beautiful dreamer, awake unto me. Beautiful dreamer, out on the sea. Mermaids are chanting the wild glory. Over the streamlet, vapors are born, waiting to fade at the bright coming morn. Beautiful dreamer, beam on my heart, and as the morn on the streamlet and sea, then will all clouds of sorrow depart. Beautiful dreamer, awake unto me. Beautiful dreamer, awake unto me. Beautiful dreamer. So what else we got on the wheel here? No, well, you know, I was just thinking of this song while I was singing Beautiful Dreamer. Strange that. Rosy cheeks and turned up nose and curly hair. I'm raving about my baby now. Pretty dimple dimples here and dimples there. Don't wanna live without her. I love her, goodness knows. I just wrote a song about her, and here's the way it goes. Baby face, you've got the cutest little baby face. There's not another one that could take your place, baby face. My poor heart is jumping, you sure have started something, baby face. I'm up in heaven in your fond embrace. I didn't need a shove, 'cause I fell in love with your pretty baby face. When you were a baby, not so long ago, you must have been the cutest thing. I can picture you at every baby show, just winning every ribbon with your sweet baby ways. Say I ain't fibbing, you'd win 'em all today. Baby face, you've got the cutest little baby face. There's not another one that could take your place. Baby face, my poor heart is jumping, you've sure have started something. Baby face, I'm up in heaven in your fond embrace. I didn't need a shove, 'cause I fell in love with your pretty baby face. Daisies, huh? Let's see here. Well, I don't really have that one on my list here, so I'm not sure which Daisy you're talking about here. Quick search on here. Talking about the nursery rhyme Daisy here. Interesting. Since you brought up the Punisher earlier in the stream, in my request is to you add in time Mark Conley. In time. Let's see, song by Mark Conley, In Time, 2004. Well, I do stick to, for the songs I sing, I do stick to doing only public domain stuff, but I will do a dramatic reading of anything that I can't find in the public domain, like I did with Freebird. So if you'd like me to do one of the dramatic Shatner-like readings of the song, well, I'll do that. Let's see here, Daisy. We got the old nursery rhyme. Daisy, Daisy, give me my certain or two. I'm half crazy, all for the love of you. It won't be a stylish marriage. I haven't got a carriage, but you'll look sweet upon the seat of a bicycle built for two. I hope this isn't. I hope this isn't in copyright. I should have checked before doing this. But maybe I should deal with the more of my drunken song here. Daisy, Daisy, give me your answer due. I'm half crazy, all for the love of you. It won't be a stylish marriage. I haven't got a carriage, but you'll look sweet upon a seat of a bicycle built for two. There. That was a little voice thing I was working on for how dry I am, which I'm still kind of working on. Yeah, you got a point there. You probably shouldn't do Rocket Man. Let's let's do a little bit of the In Time with the dramatic reading. How's that sound? I can hear what you're thinking, all your doubts and fears. And if you look in my eyes, in time, you'll find the reason I'm here. And in time, all things shall pass away. In time, you may come back someday to live once more or die once more. But in time, your time will be no more. You know your days are numbered. Count them one by one, like notches in the handle of an outlaw's gun. You can outrun the devil if you try, but you will never outrun the hands of time. In time, there'll surely come a day. In time, all things shall pass away. In time, you may come back, some say, to live once more or die once more. But in time, your time will be no more. I can hear what you're thinking. There you go. A dramatic reading of In Time. Hope that will suffice. For my next theme going into veterans, we have, as it turns out, this is Ghostbusters Day. Being June 8th, the release date of the movie. And Ghostbusters happens to be my favorite movie of all time. And thank you again to Theta for reminding me of this. And it just so happens that in the stories, I'm not sure how canonical it is, but it's mentioned in the novel and some of the secondary canon of the material, well, that Winston Zedmore is a veteran. So here's a little thing on Winston Zedmore. Winston Zedmore, the fourth Ghostbuster. Egon was the brains, Ray was the heart, Peter was the mouth. And in Winston's own words, he was a sex appeal. Born on June 17th, 1945 in New York, recently he discharged as Strategic Air Command and veteran and was training in electronics and countermeasures, small arms, and karate. Jobless and living with his mother, Lucille, Winston answered to help wanted ad to join the Ghostbusters. His military background gave him a particular approach, often serving as the team's voice of reason. While originally not a doctor like the rest of the team, after the Vigo incident, he eventually acquired a PhD in either Egyptology or history, and an honorary doctorate in parapsychology. He continued his education in earning a law degree. His education paid off as many years later he started a global financial enterprise and became a self-made man. But at heart, he remained a Ghostbuster, purchasing the old firehouse and continuing to fund the operation to this day. And there we have Winston Zedmore. I guess you could almost think of him as the not only the voice of reason of the group, but also perhaps the backbone of the group. Because let's think about it. In the first movie, they were struggling because he needed more help, and he showed up, helping to reinforce the team. And again, he helped reinforce the team in the second movie, and helped even bring back the Ghostbusters once again, and keeping it somewhat alive through the harder times with Ray. Then many years later, he again helped as the backbone of the team to support it financially and keep it going, and even if it was on the down low for most of that time, and even prevented the firehouse from becoming a Starbucks. So, here's to you. Oh, and by the way, even though, given the ages of the characters, I still think Winston's is one of the ones that can still pull off running around in a proton pack that can make it look good. I do like some of the new cast. Phoebe is pretty awesome, too. So, see what else we can pull on the old wheel here. I'm Henry VIII, I am. I'm Henrietta, I am. I got married to a woman next door. She's been married 7 times before. No, them named Henry. Henry, she never will or some. No, some. I'm a third man, Henrietta, I am. Second verse, same as the first. I'm Henrietta, I am. Henrietta, I am. I got married to the woman next door. She's been married 7 times before. No, them named Henry. Henry, she never will or some. No, some. I'm a third man, Henrietta, I am. Oh, I'm Henrietta, I am. Henrietta, I am. I got married to a woman next door. She's been married 7 times before, and all of them I'm Henry. Henry should have a will or some. No, some. I'm a third man, Henrietta, I am. Henry. Henry. Henrietta, I am. Henrietta, I am. Yeah. It is Henry the 8th. See what else we got here. Pulling up on the wheel. Yeah, putting on the Ritz. Okay. Putting on the Ritz. Have you seen the well-to-do up on Lexing Avenue, on the famous thoroughfare, with their noses in the air? High hats and narrow collars, wide spats and $15, spending every dime for a wonderful time. If you're blue and you know where to go to, why don't you go where Harlem flits? Putting on the Ritz. Spangled gowns upon the devy of highbrows from down the levee, all misfits. Putting on the Ritz. That's where each and every Lulu Belle goes. Every Thursday evening with her swell bows. Rum and elbows, come with me and we'll attend their jubilee and see them spend their last 2 bits. Putting on the Ritz. If you're blue and you don't know where to go to, why don't you go where Harlem flits? Putting on the Ritz. Spangled downs upon the devy of highbrows from down the levee, all misfits. Putting on the Ritz. That's where each and every Lulu Belle goes. Every Thursday evening with her swell bows. Rum and elbows, come with me and we'll attend their jubilee and see them spend their last 2 bits. Putting on the Ritz. Come with me and we'll attend their jubilee and see them spend their last 2 bits. Putting on the Ritz. Putting on the Ritz. What, Molly, you want to make another appearance on the show while we're at it? Let's see what we got. Let's see here. There we are. Molly's wanting to say hello again. Here's Molly. Doggo. Oh yeah. On the Ghostbusters, here's Kick. Might as well cover this. Report Olga who's post. Jason Reitman announced Ghostbusters' Give Back Charity Initiative. This year's Ghostbusters Day celebration kicked off with a bang as writer and director Jason Reitman and took the stage to announce an incredible new initiative. Headed by Reitman, Ghost Corp and Sony Pictures, he introduced fans and attendees to Ghostbusters Give Back, a brand new charity incentive of creating a refreshing and heartwarming bridge between Ghost Corp and the Ghostbusters fan community. The initiative is aimed at the various drive-in buster organizations across the world who are consistently connecting with their neighborhoods and communities by sharing their love of Ghostbusters. via the official Sony registration site. It's starting now, Ghostbusters Day 2025 through Ghostbusters Day 2026, the continuing in the years ahead, and we're going to call on you to join us in service to others. Groups around the country have the opportunity to register their charitable work here. To supercharge your support, Sony Pictures will match all contributions up to $150,000 with donations to Starlight Children's Foundation and to produce official Ghostbusters themed hospital gowns. Fans are encouraged to assemble their teams and register with the Sony Pictures on their live site. Once vetted, if chosen, teams will receive an onboarding package and info from Ghost Corps. Each registered team that raises at least 1,000 in donations will receive a range of exclusive service patches, bronze, silver, and gold, depending on the amount raised. But that's not all. The top earning team of the year will receive a commemorative trophy recognizing their unparalleled work in their community. The charge up those packs, lace up those boots, jump into your ectos, and be the friendly neighborhood specter detectors. Is that no, busting isn't just about feeling good. It's about doing good. Fans and charity groups can register today, as well as get more detailed information via the official Ghostbusters Give Back Charity Initiative site. Let's see here. There's a site. Ghostbusters Give Back, a charity initiative that unites Ghostbusters chapters across the country. For years, you have proven to be heroes, whether you're supporting children's hospitals, organizing food drives, or lifting up any number of causes in your community. We want to recognize your efforts and celebrate philanthropy together. Starting now, Ghostbusters Day 2025 through Ghostbusters Day 2026, and continuing in the years ahead, we're going to call on you to join us in service to other groups around the country. You have the opportunity to register their charitable work here. To supercharge your support, Sony Pictures will match all contributions up to $150,000, and which donation into Starlight Children's Foundation to produce official Ghostbusters themed hospital gowns. How it works: assemble your local Ghostbusters and choose your causes. Okay, so you get to choose which cause you're going to be supporting. That's good. Submit team and charity info below. Sony Pictures corporate responsibility team will vet your submission. Once approved, Ghost Corps will contact you with official onboarding materials. Every approved chapter that raises is 1,000. Well, we read about all this. John, yeah, so that's basically the same thing that we read. So there's the submission form right here. And I might as well just put this in the chat, just in case we have any ghost heads out there. There you go. You can spread that along if you like, or if you happen to be in the members of in such a group. Well, there's a way you can do a little bit more help. Now, to finish things up, a show I can actually play you guys, at least for now. Let's see here. There it is. Yeah, I didn't have a reading scheduled. I was looking at a book story to read for this, but I didn't get a chance to look into it any further, and as you heard last week, my cold readings kind of suck. Come on. Here we are. Actually, yeah, we'll go with that. So this is a not very well-known 80s kids show called Captain Power and the Soldiers of the Future. And as you'll see in this episode, and really many of the episodes, this was definitely not a show that probably should have been aimed at kids. It deals with very adult themes. I'll probably talk through this while we're playing.
Power on.
There, so I can talk over it. They really put this only lasted one season. And let me just turn that down just a little bit more. There. Oh, you can still hear that. Let me know if I need to turn it up a little bit. But yeah, they put $1 million into this show. Oh yeah, and we're pretty sure this is pre-Borg. This is pre-Borg and Star Trek, by the way. This came out the same time as Star Trek: Next Generation in the same year.
Master of the incredible power suits, which transform each soldier into a one-man attack force. Major Matthew Hawk Masterson, fighter in the sky. Lieutenant Michael Tank Ellis, ground soldier. Sergeant Robert Scout Baker, espionage and communication. And Corporal Jennifer, pilot chase, tactical systems expert. Together they form the most powerful fighting force in Earth's history. Their creed, to protect all life. Their promise, to end Lord Dread's rule. Their name, Captain Power and the Soldiers of the Future.
Yeah, these guys take their laser tag very seriously. By the way, that was kind of the gimmick of the show, but you'll see what I'm talking about. Yeah, it totally looks like a show made for kids between the ages of 5 and 8, doesn't it?
I can explain this. Just took in some air. Come on, cut it out! I demand to see the general.
You're seeing him, Price. Too bad. You're a good soldier.
Database Journal 99.7 Mark III. Captain reporting. 0300 hours. Scout, pilot, and tank continue the reconnaissance of Sector 7. So far, all results negative.
Picking up a signal, Captain. Started coming in a couple of minutes ago. Listen. Military code? It's coming in on the right frequency. It hasn't been used in years, not since they've lost it.
I'm pretty sure that console was repurposed from a
Did you get a fix on the location?
TARDIS console.
Just barely. Sector 42, Mark 7. Good, let's get going.
Are you sure you don't want to wait for the others?
No choice. There's a military unit still out there somewhere. We gotta find them fast. They wouldn't risk an open channel unless they were in trouble. And I don't like the way that signal just stopped.
Power on.
Kind of
Chapter 4. And the machine was given unto man.
Kind of a Power Rangers-esque transformation before Power Rangers. This was the thing in the U.S.
This is my gift to my people.
Oh,
They may throw
and
off
before flat screens existed, yeah, the flat screen.
Unauthorized transmission detected. Sector 14. Cross-reference.
They also had like VR and basically the internet in an episode 2 that we recently covered on Theta's channel.
Sauron,
Well, just today.
yes, my lord. Possible trouble in Sector 14 Zeta. Investigate and neutralize.
See the flat etching thing on his chest?
No, my sentry.
They sold toys that had infrared, and you could actually shoot the characters on the screen and rack up points on the toy. It wasn't a gun, it was actually a ship. And so it made it kind of interactive that way. I had one of them, it was actually quite fun.
They're regular soldiers. Infantry. Thought they're supposed to be on our side. How'd you charge?
40%. Enough we don't take too many more hits.
Yes, the powering down thing. You'd have that from the toy too.
Get them below. You're awake. Good. Perhaps now you can tell us who you are and why you were attempting to infiltrate a military installation.
I don't understand. We received a signal.
Military codes? On a Code 9 priority frequency?
Yes.
So you admit to receiving an unauthorized transmission on a top secret frequency sent by a known traitor?
I don't know what you're trying to imply, but we came here to help.
Really? Then why all the weaponry?
Look, you attacked us.
We have a duty to defend ourselves. The whole world's fallen apart. We've got to be ready. Got to stay safe, train the men, prepare for the right day.
The right day? My God, man, if you've got troops here, we don't need them tomorrow. They should be out there today, helping to train others.
That's what the traitor Price wanted. To undermine my authority. Send our boys out there to die for what? To search for units that may not exist and risk exposing ourselves in the meantime? We have a duty to this country to remain safe until the president calls.
President?
Doesn't realize the whole world collapsed.
The government's gone. But you have resources, supplies, weapons. There's people fighting out there right now without much more than their bare hands. That and a little courage. But I guess you wouldn't know about that.
How dare you, you lout! Colonel.
You shouldn't have said that. General Reeves is a good man, a top-flight soldier. He's kept his men alive when others would have lost all hope.
General's mad. I've been with him 5 minutes and I can see it.
Who are you working for?
Oh, yes, torture and interrogation. Kids show.
We weren't able to find anything on your Confederates.
My heart bleeds for you.
But you, we have records on. Major Matthew Masterson, sole survivor, Earth Air Assault Unit. Was the rest of your unit unlucky, Major? Or was there more to their deaths than the mere misfortunes of war?
Are you trying to imply?
Also says here you knew Dread before he became that thing. And now here you turn up at our doorstep. Coincidence, Major?
Look,
Paranoid much?
I knew Dread. When he turned, he killed Stuart Power, my friend, and the father of the man you've got in the other room.
Well, I'm satisfied. Colonel, sir, regarding the prisoners. They've broken into a military installation during times of war, admitted links to a known traitor, and most important, they now know the location of this base. That, above all, cannot be permitted.
General, if we were to wait just a while, perhaps some
No,
information.
the threat to this operation is too great. Therefore, given the martial law under which we operate, there can be only one penalty: execution.
Kind of harsh, don't you think?
Sir, I need to speak to you.
See this? Picture of my unit during the South American conflict back in 2126. You know, we had a theory about why we lost that war. Same problem they had back in Nam. Songs, Colonel. No good war songs.
Sir,
In Nam, all the songs were on the other side. Same when we fought down south. Neither war had a good song, so we lost. Maybe that's what's wrong now.
Sir, begging the General's pardon, I have to talk to you about the prisoners. Sir, I could understand more or less what happened to Price.
Price was a traitor.
We don't know that, not for sure. And now with these two, sir, I'm asking you to reconsider.
Are you questioning my authority?
No, sir. But I wish to go on record as protesting the execution.
I want them terminated by 1600 hours. Dismissed.
It is good, my lord? Yes, sort of.
Yes, this is very early 80s, the CG. So it's actually pretty good for the time.
On my way, my lord.
I wouldn't be surprised if the CG is where most of the money went. And the sets are actually pretty nice too, honestly.
You've harmed him. There's no place on the planet you can hide from me.
He's strong. Never met anyone like him. He'll survive. Not that it'll make much difference.
Jonathan, I'm okay.
I feel like a tin can that somebody's been beating on for a year or two, but
I'm okay.
we got trouble. The execution order. Yeah. We gotta get out of here. How's the corridor?
Crawling with soldiers.
Difficult, but not impossible.
None of our power suits were charged up.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. What do you make of that?
A heavy-duty industrial power cable, probably connected to a generator. Maybe mainline transformer. You're not suggesting. I don't know. Wait a minute.
You don't have any other choice.
That thing could be carrying 40, 50,000 volts. You could be fried on the spot.
Unless the power suit's modulation system kicks in with the charge. That should ground me enough and I can take the full load. Jonathan, I'm open to other suggestions.
Take the power suit off first and then charge it.
I think that's for us. What do you think? We're still alive. It's not for us.
But the reason why I selected this particular episode is because of the effects of war it had on these particular troops in the general. It kind of fit the theme of my show today. Yeah. And also, the blasts can actually hit you back. There was a sensor on the toy that would detect the blasts coming at you. So you could actually lose points that way. And if you lost enough points, since it was a ship, you had the little action figure in the cockpit and eject the action figure from the ship.
You sure you want to go through with this?
No choice. Those alarms weren't for us. The base must be under attack. Which means bigger trouble.
80s kid. This is imitatable.
You okay? Jonathan!
Unit 5, fall back. 2, lay down, cover fire. 9, do you read me? I'm not getting anything.
General, they're breaking through on all fronts. We've got to evacuate the base. Half of them are coming from the escape tunnels.
I ordered them not to fight. I kept them alive. Told them you heard me. It's not. I'm not responsible. It's not my fault.
General, give the evacuation order.
I don't know what to do.
Code Alpha 995. Order to evacuate. Pull back. Evacuate base.
Power on.
Your turn.
We're clearing out. Can you hold them off while we get the men out?
Guess we'll have to find out, won't we?
We've got as many of the men out as we can. Have to get out now. Come on.
You go. This is my command. I'm not leaving. No one's going to take it from me.
Sir, there's no time.
Then get out. Go on, get the men to safety. This is my last order, Colonel. I'm depending on you to carry it out. It's a long way to Tipperary, to the sweetest Carolina. It's a long, long way to Tipperary. But my heart lies there. You are a pathetic fool.
That's a digitizer. Basically, it breaks you. Basically, it disintegrates you and converts you into the data, which is then stored into the machine's computer. They can read your mind. In an earlier episode, they describe it as being like purgatory, with the machine in your head. Rather painful and traumatic way of going. So he's actually still alive and conscious within a computer. I'm sure you'll see a lot of nods, a bunch of different sci-fis in here too. See, this would be a point where you just shoot the robot.
Infrared sensors indicate activity in all sectors of this quadrant. Reflection shields at 80%. Proceed with caution. Captain, sensors indicate no exit. You are surrounded.
Tell me about it. Dreadheads, you want to party? Let's party. Looking for me, boys?
Yeah, just be a badass and don't even look where you're shooting.
Triangulate my position and pick me up. And don't stop for coffee.
Oh, maybe not stopping for coffee, but there's always room for Jello.
Thanks. What are friends for?
And of course, it'll give you a chance to get a few extra points with the outro, which was inspired by the trench run in Star Wars.
Visibility now. Going to scanning.
Check energy level.
Check power levels. That was something you'd have do once you get the thing that asks you to check power levels. You'd press a little button on the toy and you count up the beeps to find out how many points you have. And the one we watched was the Captain Power HD version. And get the credit to where credit is due here. Jugglehead creation. He's the one who did this. He used AI upscaling from I think a DVD he had, I believe, according to what it said. That was just one episode of 22. Theta of the Grid on Sundays. We are going over the episodes. It's one by one. We're up to, I believe we're up to, I think we just did up to 12 today. So we're about halfway through the show. So if you want to watch any of the episodes, you can watch it on Jugglehead creation in site, or you can go to Theater of the Grid and watch a few episodes each show with some commentary like I was just giving. There we are. Well, how about we end things a little bit early here tonight? Give you guys a bit of a bathroom break before Theta's show. I'll put there you are. That'll take you over to Theta's Cosmic Theta Theater, and tonight they're doing a double feature of Night of the Comet, and Ghostbusters. So hope you can make it. And before I forget, let's do this one more time. National Mental Health Hotline, 1-866-903-3787. And Veterans Crisis Line, dial 988, then press 1. And you consider this to be my thank you to all the veterans out there for your service. Good night.